I started doing drag in January of 2017. It's a long time ago. It's not a long time for some people, but for me it feels like a lifetime ago. I learned makeup just by doing it, really. Whenever I first started going out, I thought I was hot shit, and I really I really wasn't. I mean, I'm still not hot shit, but that's beside the point. But I was like I didn't like block out my brows and everything. I just like put on like light contour. I thought I was like painted too, and then like looking back, I'm like, am I even wearing makeup? And yeah, it was like over time, just like trying to change some things, like traveling around, seeing what other queens do, just kind of watching some queens in the mirror, YouTube videos, yada yada. Just like slowly trying to like figure it out and figure out different aspects that worked for me and things that I liked. The biggest thing that helped me honestly with makeup was looking at pictures of other people and trying to paint like them, just to like see what elements and like figure out what their process is and like what elements work for them and stuff. And it's actually like a lot of like AFAB queens were like big inspirations for me because I have a very like soft face, and I really liked a lot of like AFAB queens. They have like soft faces as well. They're like feminine faces, and they like really exaggerate like the features they have or overpower them entirely. And I don't know, like honestly, Venus Envy was a really big inspiration for like my drag makeup when I first started out. You know, like my makeup now, like it's not like what she looks like now, but this is very reminiscent of like kind of some stuff that she did like a year or two ago. Oh gosh, I gotta do this. Oh, that's how that works. Okay, how do you handle the memes about you? I love the memes, honestly. I'm here for it. I would rather like, I like a lot of my drag is just shitting on myself anyway. I don't take myself that seriously. So as long as the memes are funny, I'm cool with it. As long as it's funny. Some of them like are not. Some of them are just mean. Some of them are like not even funny. They're just mean. It's just like, why would you say that? That's such a mean thing to say. But some of them get to me. Some of them really tickle me. Like some of I get tickled with some of the stuff people say. And it's like I say, as long as it's funny, I don't give a shit. Go off. Please do. If you think you have America's Next top meme, by all means, tag me in it. Oh my gosh, I'm so overwhelmed. I'm like overwhelmed right now with like comments from like 100 people. I cannot imagine like actual famous drag queens that have like tens of thousands of people in their lives. Ugh, like Simone. Did Simone ever go live? Oh, I've never seen Simone go live. She did that. I don't know, because she's got like 1 million followers. I couldn't imagine. Simone's actually from Arkansas. I actually saw Simone perform at my home bar like in 2017. So around the time that I first started, she came into town with like a handful of other Little Rock girls. The first time I ever saw her perform. And that was shortly before she moved to LA. And then fast forward like 4 years later or so, she's on Drag Race, and it's just like, wait, what the fuck? Someone got out of Arkansas and did it. Oh, and the season aired, and then everyone then she became like big famous, and she's like, I don't need y'all. I'm at the Met Gala. I think I'm better than people because I actually am. No, she deserves it. If I had like 1.5 million followers, I probably wouldn't go live either. How am I handling the hate? Oh gosh, let me get this. The question's still on there. But how am I handling the hate? Oh my gosh, how do you get it to go away? Go. Oh my gosh. Oh, there it goes. Yep. But sorry, how am I handling the hate? Honestly, it's not a lot of hate. There is like, I wouldn't consider it hate. There is a couple that are like really fucking hateful, but for the most part, it's not hate so much as it is just a opinion about everything. Because I think obviously, me being on the show, there is going to be a lot of opinions, and I feel like the negative opinions about me being on the show are actually coming from like a good place, because I know like it's people that are worried about queer culture in the show, and you know like what the ramifications would be, like the ripple effect. I do think a lot of them are a little exaggerated, and like there's a lot of like snap judgments based off, you know, things you don't understand. But for the most part, I think even the negativity towards me is coming from like a good place. But for the most part, I'm just like focusing on the positive, you know, just like reading the positive messages. Any negative ones, like even like hateful comments, like I'm not like blocking people or deleting people. The only time I'm really like removing people is like whenever people are like going down like all my photos and commenting the same thing on everything just to like get a rise out of me, and it's like, this is literally harassment. But for the most part, like a negative opinion, you know, that's someone's opinion, leave it up. You know, your opinions are valid. You know, it's just like hopefully like me being on the show talking about my experiences and everything, that it will, you know, change hearts and minds. I'm so well spoken. That's because I'm sober. Anyone who meets me at the club, I'm just you know, I'm just stupid. How will the audience take the first straight winner of Drag Race? I think they'll pick me up and they'll toss me like I'm like the holiday cheermeister. They're gonna sing. They're gonna throw parades in my honor. No, honestly, if I won Drag Race, it would be like a mixed bag where like half the people are like reveling and half the people are burning down cities. It'd be like an actual like election. I am awake because I was just filming some cameos. If you want your own video, you can shoot me a message on Cameo, make a request, because I quit Target, so this is my job now. This is what I do for a living. So if you want to support me and make sure that my cats get to eat wet food instead of kibble, please do. Please shoot me a request. Maddie for president? No, I'm not for president. I'm not intelligent enough to be president. I'm not smart enough. I don't trust myself with my own life decisions. I would not trust me with like decisions that would impact like millions of people. You wouldn't want that. Yeah, I was a Target queen. I actually worked at Walmart first a long time ago, and I left just because Walmart fucking sucks. And I bounced around like all different places. I started working like in like clothing stores, bouncing around. Anyway, it's, you know, clothing stores, you don't stay there forever. It ends up closing down or you end up leaving, yada yada. And then I started working at Chili's at one point. Worst job I ever had. Ended up selling shoes, women's shoes. Which you might think like, oh, a drag queen selling women's shoes, that's a great thing. No, it's like they were all like old lady shoes that I would never wear, like little 1-inch heels with like arch support in them. Like, no, like I need like a 7-inch heel that's gonna kill my feet because it's only $20. I don't need all this like expensive like $100 shoe. It's not for me. And yeah, then I worked at Target. Target was actually one of the best jobs I ever had. Everyone was like super nice. It was super great. I worked over like in the vitamins area. I'm just like stocking vitamins all day and minding my own business because no one goes back there. You know, people like, especially like in the pharmacy like area, because you're working in like medicine. I'm stocking like Preparation H and like feminine products, and so like people don't talk to you because they're already like embarrassed for even having to like go down there because, you know, social stigmas. It's like toilet paper, you know, it's like everyone buys toilet paper, but whenever you don't want people to see you buying toilet paper for some reason. Yeah, so no one even talked to me. I'm just like quietly, I literally spent my entire days at Target just like thinking about like numbers and stuff. Oh gosh, I didn't realize all the questions. I'm so sorry. I talk a lot. I ramble. I'm so sorry. This? What is my zodiac sign? I'm a Virgo. I don't know what any of that means. I never got into like zodiacs, so I have no idea what that actually means. But yeah, so funny story. Whenever I was like 10 years old or so, I first discovered like what zodiac signs were. Because I'm born in September. My cousin was born in October, and she's a Scorpio. And I was like, oh, okay, our birthdays are close. You're a Scorpio. That means I'm a Scorpio. And I thought it was so fucking cool. I was like, I'm 10 years old. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm a Scorpio. And then I started like, you know, like, I was like, oh, okay, we are birthdays are close. You're a Scorpio. That means I'm a Scorpio. And I thought it was so fucking cool. I was like, I'm 10 years old. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm a Scorpio. And then I found out like a while later that I was actually a Virgo. So I was like, okay, cool. What does that mean? So like, am I still a Scorpio? And my cousin's like, no, it means you're a virgin. And I'm pretty sure I cried when she told me that. Because I was like a little 10-year-old boy, just like, oh, I'm a Scorpio. I think I even had like a little necklace that had like a little scorpion on it. And I thought it was so fucking cool. And then I got told that I was a virgin and I couldn't do anything to change that, zodiacally speaking. And yeah, it was pretty crushing. Good question. How was coming out as straight? Honestly, it was difficult. You know, I come from a very liberal city, and you know, my dads, they both kicked me out whenever I came out. It was hard. It was hard. It really was. Okay. Am I at C4? Yeah, I actually am going to be at C4 this Friday. So today's Thursday. So tomorrow. Oh my gosh, it's already tomorrow. Yeah, no, I have a show at C4 tomorrow in Fayetteville. Yeah, it's really exciting. It's going to be my first time doing a show at my home bar as a Rue girl. So it's really exciting. Ugh, girls, I'm a Rue girl. It feels gross to say. It's the first time I've said it out loud. Oh, Jesus. To answer your question, Faye, why am I up? Because I was filming cameos. It's my job now. What do my parents think of my drag? My parents are actually really supportive, which I was like surprised about. It's actually, it's been kind of funny because like my family doesn't know anything about drag or drag race or any of that. And so I'm having to like educate them on like a lot of stuff, both like in like the drag community and like community in general. And it's like the other day it was like really awkward. Like my dad was asking me what the word bussy meant, and I was having to explain to him like what that meant. So yeah, that was an interesting conversation. But I mean, it's nice though, because like I feel like I'm like a gateway for them because they're so like removed from everything that I'm like a little transition into like understanding the other world. What are my pronouns in and out of drag? Out of drag, I just go by he, him. In drag, I use she, her. I honestly don't mind if people use like they, right? Out of drag, I don't mind if people use like they or she also, just because, you know, I don't take offense to that. I don't really mind. I'm not like super married to like my own pronouns. And the same thing in drag too. She, her, I don't mind. If people say they, them, I don't mind. I don't like it when people use he, him in drag though, just because it feels offensive. It feels like, I don't feel like they're clocking me or something. I don't like it. It feels disrespectful. But yeah, I go by he, him out of drag, she, her in drag. Can you be security at drag cons? Oklahoma girls like to throw down. I appreciate you, but you cannot, because I feel like security at DragCon, they have to deal with like conflict resolution. And being that you're from Oklahoma, I know like your first answer to conflict is like a switchblade. So for that reason, I'm gonna have to say no. So I appreciate you, but it's not happening. The headpiece actually isn't that heavy, though there is like, so like this piece like in the middle, it's like a giant ball. So there's like a giant ball just like pressing on my head. It's not heavy, but it's just kind of like pushing on like my soft spot. Someone asked when is merch coming. I actually do have merch right now. You can go to maddymorphosis.com. It's like posted like in my Instagram. There's not a lot in it right now, though there is like, I signed like a bunch of posters, so there's like signed posters in there. There is like a t-shirt of like an older look that I did. And there's actually like this hat that has like my logo on it. I actually really like that one. So if you're gonna get anything, buy a hat. Because the logo is so cute. The logo looks so cool. I love the logo so much. There's actually like it was actually someone that worked like on set, and I talked to her. Like she drew that little design on like a tote for me, and I found her after everything, and it was just like, I want to buy that design from you, and I did, and that's my logo now. Oh, hi, Cornbread. I just saw Cornbread, y'all. Cornbread's my wifey. Was season 14 the first time I auditioned? No, it was not. I actually auditioned 2.5 times. Like last time I tried, but I just like was not ready at all. And this time was like the first time I got on, obviously. The first time I ever tried, I don't even count that though. It was like such a train wreck. I was like probably still wearing like Forever 21 clothes at that time. And like my audition video, I had someone like try to film one of my performances, and I was like, oh, make sure it's like landscape. And then whenever they sent it back to me, they filmed it like, you know, portrait, which is like whatever, it's not the worst thing. Except the computer that I had to edit it on was like a 2007 MacBook, and it couldn't process like a portrait video, so it stretched it out. And so my performance video, I'm like super stretched out, so I'm like walking around. I look like I stretched out like Oompa Loompa on the video because it couldn't do portrait. So it just, yeah, it was a mess. I'm pretty sure they just like opened it and immediately closed it. They're like, yeah, no, not this one. Favorite meme of myself so far? Honestly, I don't know. There's like a lot of them. Some of them were really funny, like the ones people saying that like, I'm gonna wash in the lip sync of Shape of You by Ed Sheeran, or I think Bob the drag queen, he actually said that I'm the Nickelback of drag, which is so rude, but it's so fucking funny. Okay, someone needs to tell me what La Grupa is and if I'm saying that correctly. I've been seeing y'all asking everyone to say that in every one of the lives, and I need to know if that's like an actual, if I'm gonna get in trouble for that, or what does that actually mean? Someone asked, does drag make dating more difficult to you? Not really. I mean, obviously, like whenever you're like out there, like on the scene and stuff, like people you meet, like my current like partner, we met actually on the scene. Like she's out there, so obviously, like if you are out there in the drag scene like regularly, like you obviously like fuck with the shits, so it's not that difficult. And because like the only people that wouldn't be vibing with this are like some fucking conservative horse girls, but like obviously like I'm not looking for them anyway. Like if you're not vibing, like if you're not vibing with my friends, then you can't vibe with me. Like I don't even know fucking Caitlyn Bennett bullshit. Fuck out of here with that. No, honestly, like I think the hardest part about doing drag, it's like it's not even just me, but just in general, it's just like you're like very busy all the time. You have like a weird life where like you're in a world where it's like you are not just like able to like not just like sharing yourself with somebody, but like you're giving pieces of yourself to like people all the time. You know, you go out somewhere, you go out to a club, you know, everyone's wanting to talk to you, everyone's like pictures and this and that, and so you have to like really find somebody that can like handle like that much attention on you. And I think that's yeah. To answer your question, a little bit. It's a little more difficult. Speaking of horse girls, I was actually really surprised. I didn't expect it, but Bosco is actually a horse girl. You wouldn't think about looking at her. She's like from Seattle, and you know, she's like a little hoochie mama. Like her whole drag is just like being slutty, as she said in her Meet the Queens. And then outside of it, she's just like riding horses, and she's like, oh, go off. Her blonde hair just blowing in the wind. I'm actually like kind of like, oh gosh, brave tweet. I'm actually like kind of like scared of like horses. Not like scared of them, but like whenever I'd never like, hey cornbread. I never like really rode horses or anything, but I was like my grandma would always tell me that like she'd do that thing. I don't know if your grandmas did it, but like you know what it feels like when a horse bites an apple and they give you like a little pinch. And I don't know, I think that like traumatized me a little bit when I was a kid. So whenever I see a horse, I'm just like, it's gonna bite me. I've never ridden a horse or anything. But I think the first time like I encountered one like in person, like not from the distance, but like up close, I was like, these things are big as shit. Like I was not ready for it. How would I describe my drag in 3 words? Thank you, Mia. How would I describe my drag in 3 words? I would say like beautiful, fun, and stupid. Because I would say like beautiful, like I try to be like very like, but at the same time, like I was like, you know, try to like have fun with it. I like to be the life of the party. Like if you're not having fun, then why are you even doing drag? Like if you want to make money and not have fun, go back to work at Target, you know? But you know, I just like try to enjoy myself, you know, have drinks, you know, party. Like drag is a party. Um, Thank you, cornbread. But mostly like just like stupid. I just like do dumb shit. Like I go out there, I'll do a number with like a sock puppet. I'll do Colonel Sanders. I'll be dressed as a cow, dressed as a banana. I don't take myself too seriously, and therefore I don't take my drag that seriously. Well, I take it seriously in the sense like I try really hard, but like as far as like what I'm doing, I'm not like I'm a professional. You know what I mean? Go live with cornbread. She shoots the request. I'll put her on here. Best product from Target. I don't know what the best product from Target is, honestly. But I will say, like, I worked over in like the pharmacy area, and they had like family planning stuff. But they also had like sex toys there, which I didn't realize that Target like sold. Cause like it was like in my department, so I was having like stock them and stuff, and they had like all different kinds of like vibrators and things. And I was just like, I didn't know they were allowed to sell stuff like this. Maybe it's just like an Arkansas thing where it's like people, like, you know, we're not as like freaky deaky openly, I guess. But like I saw like Targets on the shelf, or like vibrators and stuff on the shelf at Target, and I'm like stalking them. I'm like, is this legal? Like, are we allowed to sell these? I feel like there's some kind of weird laws against this. They actually have really nice clothes too. Like I bought some clothes from Target, and I thought it was gonna be like some rinky dinky Walmart level stuff, but like there's actually like some decent stuff in there. I got some good jeans. Hold on. Is it going?
Meow.
Hi, cornbread.
Can you hear me?
I can.
I
Hi.
feel like this is illegal in 53 states.
It might be.
It's,
Hello. Oh my
but I
gosh.
mean, it's us. So who really cares? How? Where are you coming from?
What do you mean?
Like, you're all done up and stuff. What are you doing? Cameos or
I
something?
was I was filming cameos earlier.
Oh, you were feeling your fancy.
Yeah, I was just like, you know, I was just sitting around the house.
Oh, just looking at yourself in the mirror.
Yeah, just looking at myself in the mirror, you know, just like twirling my hair around.
It's very you. That's
Thank you.
something you would do for yourself. You know, you're the second person I've heard in the last 48 hours tell that dildo's Target story. Like, my designer who like makes like random looks for me. He works at Target still, and he was like, he didn't know they had like sex toys until his grandma told him. Don't ask me how. His grandma told him that, but yeah. I found out that too, and I did not know that was a thing, and now I want to go check it out.
Yeah, it's not even just like one. Like they had a whole selection. They had like vibrators, they had cock rings, they had like duo things, like couples things where it's like one person has like the remote, the other one has like the little zzz, like they
That
like
is a
Target.
full-on drama. Can you hear me still?
Yeah.
You're jumping in and out. I think I ruined your life because I came in here.
Oh, my phone like it told me the battery was going down, and so it like ceased all activity for a moment. But we're back now, I think.
Or yeah, I think we're live. You're just a little bit blurry, but it's okay. Life happens to the best
Yeah.
of us. How are you though? What's new?
I'm I'm good. I'm just chilling. I'm just trying to get all my ducks in a row, get ready for the season to start.
That's me. I've been like literally cleaning my room since this morning, trying to
Uh-huh.
organize and throw stuff away. It is a mess,
Hmm.
like a hot mess. So I've been trying to get my life together, but that's about it.
Like is it a little messy or is it like June's backseat messy?
It's definitely just she is gonna kick your ass, and I would tell her as soon as we got the phone, girl. This is what Maddie said. No, it was atrocious. Like, cause I've been going back and forth, like in Florida, then I came back here, then to North Carolina, then I came back here to the Arizona. So My floor, I couldn't even walk on it. I'm pretty sure I slipped like 3 times going to the restroom in the middle of the night. I shit you not. Like it's been bad. So I've been here like I've been here all day, like organizing all of my clothes, looking through like drag looks, getting ready for like tours and shit. It's been a mess.
Mm.
It's been a mess.
Yeah, you got all the bookings right now. You're traveling all over the place.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. Yeah, I'm ready. I want to do a tour just so I can like annoy y'all because I'm tired of trolling y'all on the internet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can come like on
Like
tour
I
with,
want to do it in person.
or if you go on your little tour, just like make a stop here. I mean, we don't have anything we're stopping for other than me, but it'd be nice to see you. Come say hi.
Oh, I don't even need to go on a tour. I'll just buy a ticket.
Oh, I'll leave a key under the mat for you.
Yeah, I'll just leave the door open. I might just crawl through the window, honestly.
Oh yeah, I'll leave the latches open for you.
Make it Yeah, leave the latches open and then I'll stand in the corner like the like what do you call it? The sleeping monster. What is that thing? The what is it? It's the sleep paralysis demon. I'll stand in
Oh,
the
the sleep
corner.
demon. You can be at the edge of the bed, just like.
just just sitting there posting different poses each time. I
Yeah.
basically pretend we're doing the promos again.
Yeah.
Nobody would care. Listen, you're going to distract me. I want to watch your live, but I need to go finish cleaning my room because you like to set me up, and I'm not getting nothing done.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, what time is it over there? It's like 2 in the morning, right?
It's, yeah, it's 2 in the morning. I'm gonna probably stop at like 6 a.m.
So you waited all this time. You wait till 2 in the morning to finally start cleaning your room, and then you're gonna blame me for that because I just hopped on the live for a second.
No, 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 no.
That sounds like
I don't
projection.
think you understand. I've been cleaning my room since this morning.
How bad can it be? How many like physical items do you own?
I have a shopping problem. Like I have like donation bags in my living room, and
Mm.
there's probably like 9 trash bags of like donation stuff. Like I have terrible shopping problems. Like I have really, really bad shopping problems. So I'm trying to like organize my life and get rid of the stuff that I don't need and the stuff that I do need. It's atrocious.
They just like donating a bunch of stuff. I want to go to like some LA
I want to
Goodwill,
donate a bunch of stuff.
find your promo outfit just hanging on the rack at a Goodwill.
Bitch, I wanted to leave that damn promo outfit on set. It was so damn heavy. My back was having a aneurysm, child. I wanted to throw it in the damn trash. But no, I'm gonna donate it, and some fat sassy person is gonna be very happy at Goodwill when they go in there to find all of my stuff. Because you have to be a sassy fat person in order to wear anything that I have.
Fair enough. Yeah, I don't.
Like,
I'm too petite. I'm too tiny. People don't know this about me. I'm only 90
you can't
pounds.
borrow any of it anyway.
I'm actually shorter than Georges, and I'm only
90 pounds.
Mhm. I'm 5'2", 90 pounds.
I haven't been 90.
People tell me
I haven't been 90 pounds since like my. You say who?
I said I'm smaller than Georges. People don't realize that. I look bigger on camera.
I never even paid attention to it. That's probably what it is. But I've also seen you in person. But no, I was saying I haven't been 90 pounds since I think like my second week after birth.
The second week after birth.
So it's rare to hear that it's rare to hear that that number being thrown around.
No, honestly, like I was a fat ass baby. Like all the pictures of me, like I had like rolls on rolls. I think I weighed this now that I did then. It just like stretched me out like the taffy puller, you know?
Yeah. the gag is I was actually a super skinny baby. They didn't know I was gonna be fat. My grandma always tell me as soon as I went to sleep, I woke up the next day like a different person. And I believe it.
She's like turned around like,
wait, you're not short. Are you shorter than Georges?
no. Georges is like 5 foot even. I'm like 5'8", something like that. 6'2" in heels.
Okay. I was about to say, were you standing on those boots Willow wore during her reveal the entire time? Because I could have sworn you've been taller than Georges.
Yeah. No, Georges is itty bitty. I was just being sarcastic.
Oh, okay, cool. I had to check because I knew you was lying to me. All right, Maddie, I'm going to clean my room. I'm not going to sit here with you and set myself up.
Well, Godspeed to you. I wish you luck. If I don't hear from you
All
tomorrow,
right, love you. You be
or
safe. Yeah, let's annoy each other tomorrow, and I'll just troll you on Twitter.
fair enough. Love you, cornbread.
Deal. Hashtag corpus. All right, bye.
Hashtag drag race. Now that she's out of the way. I love cornbread so much. That's one thing about like meeting some of the other people is that like I live in the middle of fucking nowhere, and so like you're being able to travel out to LA, meet people like queens from like across the country, and just finding out there's like more luxury in life. Not everyone like this fucking backwoods hillbilly like me. I don't know. Just like opened your mind to new experiences, new things. Who is your best friend from the cast of season 14? Rupaul. Rupaul's my best friend. We text, we hang out. We're going fishing this weekend. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Which AFAB drag queens would you like to see on RuPaul's Drag Race? Honestly, there's like a big list of them. I can think of a lot of them. Um, like my partner for one, she's fucking amazing. I think honestly, like my Down Under, they had better had some AFAB queens on Down Under because there are so many good queens in Australia. I don't know what's in the water there, but like I follow a handful of like AFAB drag queens, and a chunk of them are all in Australia. So I don't know what's going on. Disrespectful. I would never. Not live from the smart fridges. I'm live from a Game Boy Advance right now. know you're interested in performing. Like that's how it is for me. Like in where I'm from, anyway. It might be different, like bigger cities. I don't know, but that's my opinion. Just like go out to shows, find out what like you actually like in drag, what speaks to you, what entertains you, and like find out what you want to add to that. It's like for me, like I was watching drag shows all the time, and it was a lot of like sequin leotards, doing work me down, dancing the house down. And I was like, wow, this is a lot of fun, but I would never want to do something like this. And then it was whenever I saw like comedy queens and stuff where I was like, this is something I would actually want to see. Like I would love to do this, and I would love to give my own ideas with this. The first lip sync song is Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. So I win the first challenge, obviously. Hi, Bosco. Hello. Earlier I was talking on the live about horse girls, and then I brought you up, obviously, because you are like an unexpected horse girl. Can I take you to prom? I didn't get to go. So here's the thing is that I'm not a good dancer. I'm not, I can't really like give you the whole, I'm more of like a stand by the punch bowl kind of person, but I would love to take you to the after prom. The biggest misconception about straight men doing drag. Honestly, the biggest misconception about straight men doing drag is that like they don't exist, because they do. Though, okay, so like the thing is like straight men doing drag is there are a few of them, and like a lot, like some of them are like newer because obviously like drag is becoming more mainstream, and there are like some newer ones like jumping in the scene. But there are like some like straight drag queens that have been doing it for like 10, 20 years, like out and about. There's one in like New York that I was like talking to the other day. Like she's literally been doing it 20 years. Like it's not a new phenomenon. But I think but straight drag queens are not like a common thing. And the reason being is that like straight men are too scared of being viewed as like effeminate. Like that's the whole thing. Is like literally everybody is doing drag. Like gay men, trans women, non-binary people, asexuals, like everybody's doing drag except for most straight men because they're too scared of what people will think of them. They're like the one group that's just so terrified of being perceived as like effeminate or something. I don't know. And that's toxic masculinity. I feel like I'm on a soapbox right now. I don't want to be serious. I just want to talk bullshit. But anyway. What eyeshadow palette did I use for my eyes? What eyeshadow palette did I use for my eyes? I used the Makeup a Murderer palette. It's like this really like super pigmented stuff. It's like really cool. But these are like neon pigments. And yeah, so I didn't even put that much on, but it's just like really super like bright. So Makeup a Murderer. Oh, we have light. I actually don't like this makeup. I kind of did a shit job. I didn't even like blend it or smoke it out. I just like put it on, but I don't know. It's fun. It goes with the look. Someone said, "Have I ever done the nasty in drag?" You mean like poop? Have I pooped in drag? I have pooped in drag. But that's between just you, me, and 72 other people. Don't tell nobody. What are you looking forward to most now that you're a Rue girl? Ugh. I hate that. I'm a Rue girl now. It doesn't feel like it. I mean, like I'm on like a show and I have like a shitload of people in my inbox now, but nothing feels different. Like I feel like I'm still the same. But no, the favorite thing honestly is just like traveling around. Like I spent like too much of my life just like not trying new things just because I was like too scared of like change in my life. And now just like the opportunity to like travel around, meet new people, and just like I've seen new shit, seen new scenes. Like I love the drag in my area, but I know obviously like it's like a small snippet, like you know Arkansas, Oklahoma, Missouri. That's just like a small facet of like what drag has like to offer. And I'm excited to go to like other big cities, like see what like Florida drag is like, see what New York drag, like more LA drag, like I don't know, just getting to travel the world and see like not only just drag, but like see like the people and like you know what everything is like. Like you don't get a good world view in Arkansas. There ain't shit going on here. Ain't nothing. Oh, yes, I can. I'll talk about my peacock look from 2017. So, this is obviously not the best question for everybody, but this is like something I was really excited about. So, whenever I first started doing drag, I was like just trying new stuff. I was trying to do like more kind of camp and comedy things, and also just trying to do cool shit. I don't know. And like I did like a peacock look, like it was for a like local competition. That's actually how I started drag, was doing like a local drag competition. And the theme night was peacock, or not the peacock. The theme night was a club kid, and so I wanted to do something very kind of like artistic, very big, very crazy. And so I did like I wanted to do something like almost like a Jackson Pollock like paint splatter look, so like my body is covered in paint splatter, but then I have kind of like this weird eye makeup, and then I had like these giant peacock feathers. So when I first came out, I was in like this folded up thing with like paint splatters, and then it folded out into like these giant peacock feather things. It was like all hot glued together. It was hand painted. It wasn't the best, but it's one of like my proudest things. So you guys can like scroll through near the bottom of like my Instagram and probably find like the peacock look. That's like, it's like more like the peak creativity and like fun things that I did in drag. But anyway, probably no one wants to hear about that, but I'm super excited about it. I liked it, and I'm glad to have told you about it. I answered this one earlier, but I'll answer it again. I do actually sew. My TikTok was a joke because a lot of queens don't know how to sew, so I was like making a joke about it. If you haven't seen the TikTok, you can check me out on TikTok because I'm on all the socials because I need attention and validation. But no, I do actually know how to sew. I can sew. I'm sorry if this is like boring. I'm just like looking through comments. I'm just like looking at questions and stuff. Someone said best Hello Kitty game. I don't know. I don't know fucking Hello Kitty games. You named your cat after me? Okay, so like, hold on. Did you just get a cat naming after me? Or have you been like following me for a minute? Because if you named your cat after like some random Arkansas crossdresser with no following, that's kind of iconic. Just saying. Said vanity. Who are your mortal enemies and best friends from the Drag Race cast? So it's actually kind of interesting because they're all my best friends, but they're all my biggest enemies because we're in a competition together. So just like the juxtaposition. Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. But if your friends are your enemies, you keep them real close. And that's why me and Kornbread share a bed. How would I describe my drag aesthetic? It's just tomfoolery. Just dumb stuff. I always like try to do just like dumb, fun things. Like every now and then I'll do like my denim look I did recently. That's just kind of like pretty just because like I found a nice outfit and put it on. But normally like if I'm like choosing something, like going out of my way to put like a look together or something, I want to find something that like I feel like I can look beautiful in, but it's also like there's something like more to it. Whether it's like something really dumb, something really funny, something campy, something ridiculous. I don't know. Just being extra. Like this, for instance, like this is not like a funny look, but it's I don't know. It's just like extra. It's just like a lot. I don't like you won't catch me in just like a leotard and or like a little tip around little prancy dress. I always want there to be like something like more whenever you see me in drag. How have Drag Race girls reacted to my casting? Honestly, like I've gotten like so many messages from other Ru girls. Like my inbox is just like a bunch of blue check marks with just like Ru girls just saying like welcome to the family, welcome, welcome, stuff like that. So if any other Ru girls have had like negative opinions, they have not been vocal to me about it. So, but yeah, no, like everyone seems like really like nice and supportive. Honestly, that's been like my experience in drag in general. Like everyone's always been super welcoming, super great. And it's like it's extended into the Drag Race world as well, which I'm really excited about. Pineapple on pizza? No. I don't care if it's a hot take. I don't care if it's controversial. I say no to pineapple on pizza. It's not even just because pineapple is not good on pizza. It's mostly just like I don't like warm pineapple. Warm pineapple feels wrong. It doesn't feel right. Like the texture's wrong. It doesn't like I like the taste of pineapple, but then like the fact that it's like warm in my mouth, I'm just like, this is not correct. You know? I do have pets. I have 2 cats. One is named Pickles and one is named Beans, and they're like my best friends. I love them so much. They're my boys. They're my little buddies. And like my cats, they have no idea. Like I'm never gonna be rich or anything. Like I'm never gonna be like rich or have like an appreciable amount of money. But I'm really excited that this opportunity, like my booking fee will go up a little bit, and I'm excited because my cats will get to eat a lot more wet food. Because right now they're mostly eating like kibble, so I'm excited. If I get the opportunity and get enough money, I'm gonna put them on like strictly like wet food diet, so they can just like eat like little kings, because they are little kings. Warm pineapple makes my pussy throb, but in a bad way. I think you should get that checked out. I think you might ask somebody about that. Because, like, it's just pineapple. And if that's the reaction, then, like, I don't know. That sounds medical. Gosh. Oh my gosh, there's way more questions than I even realized. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, those are ones I answered. Okay, that makes more sense. It's not interesting me just like looking down and reading comments, but bear with me. How do I keep my pits so clean and fresh? Deodorant. Yeah, I just like soap and water. I shower. I bathe. Favorite pop girl at the moment? I don't like singers. Like pop girl singers. Is that what you're asking me? Or is pop girl something I don't know about? You're just asking like pop singers, right? If you're talking about just like pop singers in general, Doja's been putting out like some really good tracks. Cause like her last album was like had some decent stuff, but like this new one is like it's just so good. It's really good. She got a lot of good songs on it. And for some reason, I've really been like diving into like Slater lately. Like she just put a track out with Big Frida called Stupid Boy, and it's really good. It's a bop. Pop Girls. Material Girls. Material Girls. What would you do if when you okay, so he said yes would go? I don't know. I'm going to have to think about that. I'm going to have to sleep on that one. Someone asked me, what's my sign? My sign is a stop sign. Thank you for asking. Who's on my Spotify Wrapped? Like I said earlier, like Doja's on there. There's like a lot of Slater. There's a lot of like hyperpop in general, like some Sophie. There's a lot of Iggy Azalea, and it's not because like she has some good songs. It's not because I was like just jamming out to Iggy Azalea, but there was like one song in particular that I listened to a lot just because I was like picturing a performance in my mind, and I kept like I listened to it like 50 times because I'm just like thinking about it. And then I ended up never even doing a performance, but now it like fucked my Spotify Wrap. So now like Iggy Azalea is like in my top 5, and I don't even listen to her that heavy. But what are you gonna do? Would I say that I have a trick up my sleeve? A couple. Did they give me a beer in Untucked? They did not. They did not. And that's okay because I actually don't like beer. I'm not about the beer life. I will say though, like, no, I can't. Never mind. You almost caught me slipping. If they did offer me a beer, I don't like beer, but I would drink it for the meme of it. In hindsight, you know. How do I feel about Joey J being the first openly gay on Drag Race? I honestly, like, I'm really excited because I think there might be a couple other gay men out there that are interested in drag. Maybe not many, but like if there are a couple, I don't know, if they could really open the doors for them and inspire them or make them comfortable enough to, you know, also like start into drag, you know. The pomegranate liqueur. I don't like liqueur. It tastes like TV static. I don't like it. I thought I was gonna like it because I was just like, there was like, I did this whole kick at one point where I was like, I'm gonna cut off soda and drink like flavored, the spicy water, whatever it's called, the sparkling water, and I tried like LaCroix for a little bit, and like it wasn't it. Same thing with like White Claws. Like everyone like tells me like White Claws are like amazing and make them out to be like so delicious, and then I try them and I'm like, this is like disgusting. It's like the meme where someone was like drinking LaCroix is like drinking water and then thinking about a strawberry, and that's like what it tastes like. This look. Oh, this look. Oh, this. Oh, wait. Oh, no, it's like in my legs. Oh, this. This whole thing. This look. Thank you. I appreciate you. No, LaCroix's not good. If anyone tries to convince you that LaCroix is good, call social services. Like, they're not okay. Something's wrong at home. Like, they're not in a good place. Like, either someone's forcing them to say that or something's, like, not okay. Makeup on point. The makeup's not on point, but I appreciate you. Like my fucking like eyeliner is like, I didn't even like fill it in right there. It's not blended at all. But what are you gonna do? What's my Starbucks order? I just like a water. I don't like drinking a lot of coffee just because like it gives me like the Hershey squirts and like I don't know, I just can't. I get like I don't know if I have IBS, but I might. Just because I don't know, just like anything like I feel like if I eat or drink anything in the AM, my body's just like you got to like address this. You got to go. So yeah. I'm not a big coffee person. I inspire many. I shouldn't. I'm not a good role model. I'm just out here doing dumb stuff. I do numbers in a banana outfit. Like, don't let me be your role model. You shouldn't, like, drag queen shouldn't be your role model anyway. Like, we're literally just, like, wearing dresses and lip syncing songs and getting drunk at the club. I feel like I'm more of a blueprint of, like, what not to do. If I had done things correctly, I would be like, have like a major, like a business major and be running a business right now. But instead, I'm just like cross-dressing on national TV. So don't use me as like a blueprint of what not to do. I'm like, dude, I did like everything wrong and got lucky. So like, don't try to follow my lead at all. You think I'm going to win the Snatch Game or the Roast? Well, tune in and find out. Tune in January 7th. Hashtag Drag Race. Do I soap my legs? Yes, I do soap my legs. I soap my legs. I wash my butt because I'm considerate. I'm a clean human being. You don't wash your butt for yourself. You wash your butt for other people. It's called being considerate. Even if you're not using it, it still creates an aroma. It's just respectful. Favorite Pokemon? Okay, so like I'm really behind on like Pokemon, but okay, so I fucked with Pokemon heavy when I was little. I've been out of the game for a long time. So like I was really heavy in like Indigo League, Old School, Red and Blue, and then I fell off the wagon for a while and I tried to get back in, but there's so many. Last time I checked, like the last time I tried to get into it, there was like ice cream Pokemon and I was just like, I don't know what's going on anymore. So like I just gone by like old school Pokemon. I was always a big Charmander fan. I don't know. Charmander. For some reason I really like Ponyta. I don't know, which probably makes sense. I feel like anyone who's like one of their favorite Pokemon was like Ponyta, that makes sense that they're like a drag queen now. Do I listen to Drake? Fuck no. He's a child groomer. No, that one pin up here is not holding the hat in. There's several little pins holding this hat in. It is not stable. A lot of my drag is just like hanging on by a thread. Oh gosh, I'm losing track of the comments. Oh no, I'm falling behind. You graduated dental school, but practicing your cross-dressing skills? You can do both. Be a cross-dressing dentist. That'd be everything. Just make sure to wear flats. Don't wear heels if you're like a dentist. It would suck if like you were like drilling in someone's tooth and then like you lost your balance on a stiletto. It's like yeah, I said it. You don't wash your butt for yourself. You do it for other people. You can quote me on that. Put that on my tombstone. That's the big takeaway, if anything, if I leave any kind of legacy. Have I seen Legendary, like the TV show? TV and movies, I'm so behind on everything because I'm poverty stricken, so I can't afford like cable or like most streaming services. I usually just pirate a lot of stuff if I even have time to watch anything. How am I up so late? Okay, so here's the thing. I was doing cameos earlier, and I was just gonna pop on here for a minute, but I got too into this because it seemed more fun than sleeping, and so now I'm here hours later. But yeah. Have I ever listened to Sophie? Pull up in the Pony Boy. What? Yeah, listen to Sophie. I've done a few numbers by Sophie before. I love Sophie. R.I.P. Sophie like single-handedly like changed like music. Like she made like pop music, not like a hyper pop like what it is. What would I do if I wasn't in drag? If it wasn't drag, I'm working at Target. Honestly, I had plans for like going to school, going to college, and everything, and then I ended up like dropping out because I just made dumb decisions. And so I was just like working at like Target and stuff. If I was not like on Drag Race, I would honestly probably just like work on just like moving up in Target just to have like a regular day-to-day job. Thank you, Columbia. Do I enjoy living in Arkansas? I enjoy living in Fayetteville. I don't enjoy living in Arkansas. There's nothing here. It's literally like Fayetteville is like this beautiful little like city in the middle of like shit. Like it's awful. I hate Arkansas so much. Everyone here is like so like bass backwards and hateful. It's not it's not the vibe. Like most of Arkansas does not pass the vibe check. And also you can't do drag like full time here. Like you literally have to travel to like other states just to like make a living if you want to do drag full time. I only know of like one queen in Arkansas that was like was able to do drag full time as like her main day-to-day job, and then she ended up moving because she got more money. Am I close to Daya? Yeah, I love Daya. Daya is actually one of the few people on the season that I knew of before we got on because we were from like around the same area. Like I'm in Northwest Arkansas. She's kind of like in South Central Missouri. And so like I've been up Missouri. I've seen her and she's been like down here a time or two. Yeah, her whole family. Like before she got on Drag Race, I met like her and Crystal and like their drag sister Lux and Dagan. I met them all together like a party like years ago. How do girls I meet react to me doing drag? Are you saying girls as in like female women or girls as in like drag queens? Like what is the question exactly? Because if it's like drag queens, they don't give a shit. They really don't. That's one thing that's like crazy. Like the reaction has been so like vitriol, but like every drag show I've done, whenever people find out that like I'm straight, they're just like, okay, cool. And they don't care. That's why like, when everyone's like freaking out, I was just like, what happened? What's going on? I should go back to Target and like full drag. Oh, the vibrator. Oh yeah, we were talking earlier about that. How Target sells like vibrators and stuff. I'd probably never go back. Like honestly, like because of like all the people like at Target. Target was the last job that I did. I feel like I can never go back to that Target because I wouldn't want people like harassing me. You know, I don't know. It's just like weird. But I might be. I would be interested in going back to like my high school reunion in drag. That'd be fun. My 10 years coming up soon. That'd be fun. From France. Hi, France. I actually took like, so I actually took French in high school, which was a mistake in hindsight. Not anything against French, but just like whenever I had to choose between like Spanish and French, I grew up in a 99% like white town. And so I didn't even know people really spoke Spanish. So I just like picked a random language and I was like, French sounds fun. And then I moved out and went to bigger cities and realized like how many people like speak Spanish like on the daily. And I realized like, oh, I made a mistake. Like I can't communicate with people because no one speaks French, but a lot of people speak Spanish. Yeah, I didn't know that because like when you're in a small town, you're ignorant to the world around you and you have no idea. Simone is from Arkansas. Yeah, she was actually like from Little Rock. So she's like in the middle of the state. I'm in like the Northwest. But she actually like performed in my home bar a couple times before she left. I actually saw her a couple months into me starting drag. I saw her for the first time perform like in my home bar shortly before she moved to LA. And then a few years later, she's on Drag Race. And I'm just like, but yeah, really happy for her. So hopefully I can take the crown back to Arkansas. Keep it here. You saw me on a DVD of USA Newcomer. Okay, so like everyone keeps telling me about my talent from USA Newcomer, but I have actually never seen it. I've never seen the DVD. I've never watched it. I just like take everyone's word for it. I'm just like, thanks. Hopefully it was good. Hi, Connecticut. Okay, so like funny story, I filmed a TikTok earlier where someone was like sending me a message from like Connecticut. Or not TikTok, a Cameo. I was feeling like Cameo earlier. Someone's from I can't speak. Someone sent me a Cameo from Connecticut. And I was telling them earlier about how like I went to Arkansas public school, so I'm not that smart, but I completely forgot that Connecticut was like a state. So she said that and I was just like, isn't that a city? There's like one state that I forget exists. It's probably like Connecticut. No offense to Connecticut. I'm sure you guys are really great, but just like my brain, you know, the whole like Eastern Coast area, I'm just like, it's all a blur. I get brain farts. My Cameo is still up. You can make requests on there. I'll be filming videos. I'm done for probably tonight filming like Cameo videos, but I'll probably get in soon. Oh no, I'm missing all the questions. I have not seen Queen of the Universe yet. Okay, so whenever the Queen of the Universe aired, obviously like my premiere thing, the cast announcement happened like right before the episode. And so like as soon as they said my name and everything, like, oh, they're gonna be Manny Morphosis on a RuPaul's Drag Race. Immediately my phone was just like blowing up. So the whole time Queen of the Universe was airing, I was just like sifting through all the messages. Because I had a shit following beforehand. I only had like 8,000 followers, if that. And so my phone started blowing up and the numbers going up. Everyone's messaging me. So the whole time I'm trying to just like keep my head above water with like messages and stuff. So I completely missed the whole first episode of Queen of the Universe. So I am very behind at the moment. And also I don't have like a World of Wonder or Paramount Plus, whatever it's on subscription. They should give me one for free, right? I feel like I'm on Drag Race. They should give me a free subscription. I'm gonna text RuPaul and ask him. I'm gonna find out. But they should give me that. Connecticut is a myth. It might be. I've never actually seen it. Has anyone actually seen Connecticut before? It's on a map, right? We don't know. It's just the lies big government wants us to believe. There's actually only like 47 states. It's all a conspiracy. The only reason that like Arkansas, a lot of people think Arkansas was made up. The only reason people remember us is because like we're in the news for doing like stupid shit, like passing like anti-trans or like trans bathroom bills or anti-women's rights stuff. And Texas has this beat in being like dog shit lately with like women's rights, but Arkansas is like hot on their heels. Do I have a favorite RuPaul's Drag Race contestant? Myself? The fuck? Have you met me? I'm wonderful. I'm so great. Someone asked, how did my girlfriend react when she found out I was doing drag? Funny enough, she actually met me in drag. I had already been doing drag for a few months at that time, and she was going out to the clubs, like with like one of her friends, and we actually met there, like through him. He introduced us, and we started like hanging out. But yeah, she knew about it way beforehand. Like even like some of my first performances, like she was at my apartment and helped me hot glue stuff. So yeah. gosh. These questions. Someone said, what is the straightest number I've ever done? Such a interesting question. I'm like going through my Rolodex of numbers that I've done and trying to think what fits like the definition exactly. I did like a Trump number before, but it was like shitting on him. It was like after he lost the election, because he did lose the election. After he lost it, and like he was like saying how he wasn't gonna leave. Basically, I did a whole number of like him crying on the floor, saying how like doing the number to like I'm telling you I'm not going. It was a lot of fun. I don't know, someone being negative, someone being hateful. No, I am not the knockoff version of Gottmik. I'm the shitty version of Maddy Morphosis. But thank you. I appreciate it. If people tell me I'm the knockoff of Gottmik, that's like a compliment. I appreciate that. Do I have any drag kids? I do not, because I feel like I can't even make good decisions for myself, and I would hate to have like a drag kid, and like I don't know, just like to put a drag kid in the world and like have like some kind of responsibility over them and like what they do. Also, like I don't know, I feel like I'm very particular about like the drag that I do and like my numbers and stuff. That like I would not want to. I just know that if I had a drag kid, I would really try to like mold them too much and like try to put my ideas onto them too much. Like I'm just like I wouldn't be a good parent to like a drag kid. I just wouldn't. I love like I love like helping other people, like giving other people like ideas or helping them flesh stuff out, stoning stuff, helping with outfits. But like I would never like want like my own like child. Where I'm just like this is like my little drag baby. Oh my gosh, this hat is. I'll take this hat off. Hold on. This outfit's not as fun without the hat, but here we are. I feel like a synchronized swimmer right now. I can actually hear so much better. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I feel like a synchronized swimmer. This is high drag now. Do I speak any other languages? I took French in high school, but that shit did not stick. It really didn't. I tried so hard. But it was like distance learning, and I don't know, just like I don't learn so well like over like a webcam, you know. You guys have seen the background better, a little crochet. Groove is in the heart. I'll take that. It's a good song. Someone say I look like Katya. I would say I look like Katya, but I'd say like the vibe is definitely something Katya might wear. I just saw Pithy. Are people still being hateful? I don't know. Please don't be hateful. If you're being like hateful in the comments, you can just like DM me. I'll read it, I promise. I read all the messages. You won't get like internet points for it or anything, but like I see it. I get the message. I was it's like I was saying earlier, it's like I completely understand like people's like concerns and everything. I've been doing drag for like 5 years. Like I'm not new to this by any means, but you know, it's like I understand like a lot of people's negativity is like coming from a place of like concern. Like I don't think people are being just like, hateful for the sake of being hateful. I will say there are some people that are very hateful, and it's like it's not okay. But a lot of people are, you know, it's like there's like a legitimate concern about like, you know, the community and what it means for like a straight person doing drag and stuff. Even though it's not something new, but like, you know, I understand the concern. I know it comes from like a place of love, but please, nothing but positivity in the comments. We're here to have a good time. Drag me on Twitter, DM me, tell your friends to not support me, that's fine, but keep this place a happy one. We're just vibing here. Someone asked, do I have a drag mom? Well, first of all, answer someone else's question before it disappears. Someone's asking my next local show. It's actually going to be this Friday. So today is technically now Thursday. So it's going to be tomorrow. I'm going to be at C4, doing a show, kind of like a homecoming show. It's really exciting. I mean, I have like a lot of people booked into it, so it's going to be a really like good, like diverse show. A lot of people that have like helped me along the way. A lot of different kinds of entertainers. I'm really excited about. So yeah, tomorrow night at C4, I will be performing again. But to answer the pinned question, do I have a drag mom? I do not. I've actually been offered by people before to be their drag child, but I just I don't want like a drag mom because I'm very particular about like what I'm doing, and like I appreciate any help. But I don't want anyone like imposing like ideas on what I do. I don't know. I know that I would be like fucking shitty as a drag kid anyway, just because I'm way too self-absorbed. Yeah. I love whenever people are like, okay, so like I appreciate all the support, absolutely, but the people that are in like comments and they're just like, straight people have been doing drag forever. Look at Miss Doubtfire or Big Mama or Tyler Perry. And I'm just like, those are the examples? Those are the ones you're going to use? I mean, I appreciate you, but like, Big Mama, Miss Doubtfire. A go-to color when I choose to wear wigs? Not really. I've been really partial to blonde lately. I want to get more red wigs. I feel like I look good in like a red hair. I don't know. I have a kind of greenish eyes, so I feel like maybe I was born to be a redhead. But my genes had a different life plan for me. My pronouns. I answered like earlier, but I'll go ahead and answer again. Like as far as like outside of drag, I used to go by he him, and inside of drag, she her. But I'm not really like super picky about the pronouns. I'm not like super married to like my identity and everything. Like outside of drag, if people do use like they them or she her, I don't mind as much, just because I don't. It didn't affect me that much. As far as in drag, though, anything except for he, him, just because when you're in drag and people say he, him, it feels like disrespectful. I don't know. Like if people say he, him when I'm out of drag, it feels like they're personally like insulting me. Because like I'm wearing a lot of makeup and you're like, look at him. It's like, what the fuck? Popping up there. There you go. Is there a delay? Is it going? Oh, I tried to pop a question up there. Someone was asking how long it took me to learn how to do makeup. I wouldn't even say I do know how to do makeup. I'm still learning. Like I'm still learning all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I mean, when I first started drag, it's just been like a slow evolution, over the past like 5 years or so. When I first started like getting into like makeup, it was just, watching YouTube videos and stuff. And even now, like I'm still learning like all kinds of new stuff all the time. So as far as like how long it took me to learn makeup, I say it probably took me like 3 years or so before I got decent at makeup. But I'm always like learning. I wouldn't even say that I'm like there, that I know makeup. It's just like, I don't know. It's just like colored dirt. I'm still trying to figure it out. It's weird. The fact that I can't like properly paint somebody else tells me that I'm not quite there yet. my gosh, there's so many questions. Oh, so a lot's already answered. Okay. I'm still figuring this stuff out, you guys. So thank you for your patience. Because my elevator doesn't go all the way to the top. I'm not that intelligent. I may throw out like a 4-syllable word every now and then, but I'm not that smart. So I appreciate you for your patience as I try to figure out Instagram Live. Okay, so like the actual comment things, I am still up. Don't judge me. Only Judy can judge me. Yeah, I'm having trouble keeping up with like the little comments, or not the comments, like the questions on like the actual question thingy down there. So you can like put the questions in the comments, and I'll try to answer them if I can. Was it what were the challenges I was scared of going on Drag Race? All of them. It's just so terrifying. Even things that like I'm confident in. It's just like you never know. Because like in my scene, like in my drag scene, it's like, yeah, I have great makeup where I'm at. I have fun outfits. You know, I'm good at what I do. But obviously, you're going on a TV show where people are from all around the fucking country, and they're all super talented, like in their own avenues. So yeah, I'm terrified of every challenge, but also really excited. I feel like and confident. It's a conundrum. Haven't been able to watch any episodes of Drag Race since filming. As far as my own season, like no, because it hasn't like aired yet. But as far as like other seasons, a little bit here and there. But it's weird. It's not even just like Drag Race, but just like television shows in general. Because once you've been on the show, it like changes your perspective a little bit. Where it's like I'm watching it like TV shows like different, even like regular TV shows, like watching like fucking Law and Order or something. I view it with like a different lens of just like knowing kind of like what they're going through when they film things. I don't know. I haven't watched like a lot of like drag stuff since filming, but well. I feel like that one meme of like the kid on the phone, like, you got any games? I do play video games, but I feel like if I start talking some nerd shit, people are gonna like jump off the live. Oh, you don't want me to save the live. There's nothing of content on here. I'm just like talking shit. I'll be on here again another day. Oh, thank you, Joey. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like that's like me being casted on the shows, it had like a huge reaction for a lot of people. But again, like I've been doing it for like 5 years, and like everyone I've met in the scene, honestly, like hasn't cared. Like I've done like shows, I've traveled all around different states. I've even like competed in like pageants and stuff, and like everyone's never really cared. But then obviously, with Drag Race, it's been like a different reaction because you get a lot of people, a lot of different eyes from like outside of the community that like see like a 5-minute clip of you and just like assume a lot about like your personality. I feel like a lot of people assume that like when I got on the show that I'm just like some random straight guy that just like walked into the bar with like some friends, just like, oh, look at those drag queens. Would that be fun if I jumped into that? And like that wasn't the case. Like I was like in the scene and going to the shows years before I ever started doing drag. You know, like I managed like my love for drag didn't come from like a TV show or anything. It came from like actually going to the shows and like supporting people and like knowing people in the scene years before I ever even started, before I even considered like doing it. You know, so I developed like an appreciation for like the art of it and everything and the history before I just like hopped in there and threw on a wig. And sorry if I'm speaking like really quiet and really deep. I'm like in like it's like 5 a.m. and I live in an apartment, so I have to keep it like really like So I know the voice. It's well, the crazy thing is that like in Arkansas, like going out, like people around the world or LA and stuff are just like, wow, you sound so straight. And then in Arkansas, like a lot of people like think I'm gay because they think I sound effeminate, and that's like the different standards. What do I think about Willow Pill? I think she's a competitor, so she can go fuck herself. No, I love Willow Pill. She's amazing. Willow's crazy though. Willow has like a different. I don't know. I feel like Willow operates on like different parameters. Like she doesn't see the world like you and I do. Thank you, Aubrey. I can't wait to see what I bring too. I mean, I know what I brought, but like I haven't seen it like on like camera yet, so I'm excited to see what that looks like. How many times have you auditioned for Drag Race? I have auditioned. This was technically my third time, but I don't count the first time. I told this like a little bit earlier, but like the video that got me on, like I worked really hard on. I spent like a year really trying to get stuff together and looks and like really focused on making a good video. The one before that was decent. It was okay. Didn't make it though. The first time I ever auditioned, I don't even count that one. It was so bad. I'm pretty sure I was wearing like Forever 21 clothes still. And the funny thing is like you had to film like performance videos to send to them. And I had someone film me. I was like, hey, make sure it's like sideways, long ways for the video. And whenever they filmed it portrait mode. And so when I got the video, I was just like, oh, fuck, this is not correct. But I was like, it's fine. I'll send it in. It'll be fine. But I was like editing my video on like a 2007 MacBook, and it couldn't process a portrait video. And so what it did is it just like stretched it. And so my whole video was just like stretched out. So I just looked like this weird fat Oompa Loompa waddling, and like it was so messed up. It wasn't even watchable, but I was like, I have nothing else. So I just had to send it. And obviously I didn't get on. I didn't get a call. I don't know if they even watched it, but if they did, they probably had like a good laugh because it was so bad. I'll have to like find that. It's so awkward. My performance wasn't good. I did like a bunch of reveals, but like none of the outfits were good. It was just a lot of them. I don't know. You live and you learn. Are there any inside jokes I have with the sisters? Tons of them. We're all in a group chat and like it's just nothing but. What are my thoughts on Rue's TikTok videos? They need to take her phone away. I will say like her TikToks have gotten a lot better lately, but between like some of those TikToks and some of the stuff she's posted on her Instagram, they need to take her phone away. Oh my gosh, I'm losing comments in here. Is morphosis real? Of course it is. Mine and Kornbread's love transcends like time and space. It's very real. It's as real as you and I. It's as real as the sky and the grass. Auditioning for season 15, any advice? Be yourself. I feel like a lot of people try to like kind of throw some shit together and like, especially like that's what I did, honestly. Like my first audition video was just like, but my second video, I really tried to just like make myself impressive. And I was just like wearing stuff that wasn't me. I did do performances that weren't really like what I do because I thought it's what they wanted to see. And then the last video I did, I made it like completely. I did me. I was like, I'm just gonna do like what my drag actually is and the best version of it. Because like whenever I was like filming it, I was wearing like this really cool outfit and like really fun stuff for like my video, and I was like, this is cool, but it's not. It's like it was a lot more like fashionable, and I was like, this is fun, but it's not like what I do. and I literally like took it off and I put on like a shark outfit, and that's what I did like for my video talking about myself and everything, introducing like, because that's what I actually do, like dumb stuff, like be like your actual self. I feel like they can read through like a lot of the bullshit, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't work behind the scenes. Maybe they just like throw some random videos and against the wall and whatever sticks, they pick them. I don't fucking know. Am I tired? I'm not tired. I work in nightclubs. I don't like, my schedule's all fucked. I am not a responsible human being. I my body doesn't know when it's supposed to sleep, when it's not. Sometimes I just like conk out and sleep for 3 hours, and sometimes like I sleep a whole day away and I don't know what happened. Like my life is a mess, but I appreciate your concern. Do I tug? Yeah, you gotta tug. I mean, you don't have to tug. Like if you're like some queens don't. Like I think Vanjie doesn't tug anymore, but like yeah, I tug. What are your feelings on corn? The vegetable? Oh, you mean kornbread? Wait, what are you talking about? You spelled it with a C, so I'm confused. I like both, the vegetable and the person. I don't know which one you're asking. Thank you. My lip shape. So my lip shape actually was like inspired by Crystal Method. Surprisingly, it was like a much more toned down. I used to draw them just kind of like just slightly bigger than my regular lips, but I noticed that Crystal Method draws like these big upturned smiles, and so I started just doing like a little, just to add like a little more smirk. So even when I have like, it helped me with like my resting bitch face, because even whenever like I am just like sitting in my face, it looks like I'm smiling a little bit. Like I don't know, it makes me a little bit more approachable. What do I order from McDonald's? Just like a cheeseburger. I used to order doubles, but then like there was a time period where I started like gaining weight, and I was like, what's happening to me? And then I realized it's because like I'm eating literal dog shit and soda pops. So now I cut myself back to just like one patty, because health. I want to live past my 40s, I think. I might not want to. I don't know. I think I do though. Favorite Dragula season? I really like last season. I don't know. I really like this season. There's a lot of like drama, a lot of like interesting stuff. I feel more emotions watching this season, but I really like the caliber of like what a lot of people were doing last season. I love Landon Cider. Like Landon Cider, Eva Destruction, like they're amazing. Who do I play on Smash Bros? Which one? It really depends on which one. I used to like, for some reason I mained Yoshi a lot and Pikachu, which I don't know, I feel like that explains like why I do drag now. I don't know, I don't know exactly why, but I feel like that let's go kind of hand in hand. I actually did go to college, and I dropped out. So funny story. Whenever I graduated high school, I went to college and I had no idea what I wanted to do. I was just like, I'm just going to get a degree in like business and then figure it out. And I just like fucked it up. I was like, I was broke. I was poor. And so I was trying to like pay for it as I went. And I got so far behind that they eventually told me that like, you can't take any more classes till you pay this off. And so I was just like, then I guess I got to drop out. So yeah, so I couldn't get my degree. I had to drop out and just focus on working. I still have a lot of debt. So yeah, I couldn't be smart for a living. So now I get to be stupid for a living. So I guess it worked out. Maybe it was fate. favorite YouTuber? I don't know. I'm not like I'm not as in like in the YouTube games I used to be. Like I used to watch so many fucking YouTube channels, and now I'm mostly just it's kind of lame, but I watch like a bunch of like history channels and stuff, like educational stuff. I don't know. I feel like if I had to go back to a TV show, it would probably be Jeopardy. I love trivia so much. I don't know why. I love like watching Jeopardy. I love it. It's answering the questions. Maybe it's like my own like validation because I dropped out of college and answering questions on Jeopardy makes me feel smart, but I don't know. I love it. I'm not a big fan of like Family Feud. I don't like Wheel of Fortune, but like Jeopardy, I love it. Did I see Busty Queen's video? I did. I've seen a lot of the videos about me, and it's really nice. Some people's takes are like very interesting. Most of them are supportive, but and like some of them I feel like are kind of missing the mark in some of the stuff they're saying. But for the most part, like I don't know, I embrace any like support that I give, and I feel like Busty Queen was very like eloquent in what he was saying, and I appreciated it. I was actually watching Busty Queen videos for a while, especially with like Drag Race stuff, and it's like that's one really weird thing about like getting on the show is that people that I used to follow and like watch are now like talking about me. I don't know. Shit's weird, man. It's like people that I used to look up to now know that I exist. And it's just like, what the fuck? Like, Ariana Grande watches Drag Race. I was thinking about that the other day, that like Ariana Grande is gonna know who I am. That's like weird. Not as her in like particular, but as an example, you know. What's the biggest lesson I learned from Drag Race? That drag is painful and gross and awful. Because like in Arkansas, like I get to choose my bookings, do a show like once or twice a week, kind of popping here and there, and then on Drag Race, you're doing drag like so often, and it's just like, fuck, man, like I'm tired. Like it's not just like you're doing drag because you want to, like you're doing drag because like it's a new day in the workroom, gotta go, gotta get up, gotta throw on a face. And it's just like I don't want to shave anymore. Did I feel uncomfortable with the pit crew? No. I mean like there's people. I'm not uncomfortable around, like, there's people, you know? Do I read Reddit comments about me? Oh, absolutely. I read all the comments. I read Reddit comments, Twitter comments. That's one thing whenever, like, Cass got announced, everyone's like, don't read the comments. And I was like, I'm not going to read the comments. I'm just going to ignore the comments. And then I've literally spent the past, like, 4 days just reading every little thing about me, like, Googling myself, looking myself up everywhere. Some of you are trying to get some questions about actual tea, and I'm not going to spill it because, one, I'm not trying to get in trouble, and two, I'm too sober for that. If I can compete on any other Drag Race season, which one would it be? I would say season 1, because then I would have the best chance. Because looking, like going back and watching, well, also because that filter would make me look super blended and great. But looking back at some of the first couple seasons, drag was different back then. And I feel like I could really, like, if I took, like, what I have now, go back 13 years, I would fuck it up. It wouldn't even be close. I would wash. Yeah, I read Reddit. I read comments about me on websites that I don't even go to. I'm looking at fucking 4chan stuff. I don't like 4chan, but I'm, like, looking at, like, people talking about me. Did I have inner homophobia when I was younger? Probably. I mean, I grew up in a really small conservative town. Like, I didn't see, like, gay or queer people growing up. Like, I didn't see anything like that. So it's just like, you know, growing up, everybody around you talks to you about, like, the problems with, like, gay and trans people, and that's your only evidence. Like, so yeah, when I'm in middle school, I probably am. But then whenever you get a little older and you discover, like, the internet and meet people and just, like, realize other perspectives, if you're a responsible human being who grows and develops, then like your opinions change and you mature. And if not, then you stay in that little small fucking podunk town and be hateful your whole life. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. The questions are rolling in. I should go to bed. You're right. What filter is that? What do you mean? I don't have a filter right now. This is unfiltered. This is all me. I wish there was a filter. I didn't like blend this out at all. So I wish there was a filter. But this is all me, baby. Would I say I'm feminine? Not necessarily, just in the fact that, like, I don't know, like, what is feminine? What is masculine? I don't know. I just, like, kind of gravitate wherever I want to go. It's all made up. It's all bullshit. Like, this is, like, makeup is literally just colored dirt. That's all it is. I just, like, put colored dirt on my eyes. Why is that feminine? Who decided? You know? Like, this outfit, people say this is feminine. Why? What about this? Why? What is default? Like, what is this? Isn't even like human. Why is it feminine? You know, it's all bullshit. That sounds super preachy. I don't mean to be preachy. I don't mean to be on a soapbox. I don't like being serious or having big opinions because I don't know, why would I be taken seriously? I ain't nobody. Hips? Oh, these. I'm actually not wearing like my body. You can see like the line, my leg right there. I just put on a little body for like the cameos earlier. What music do I like? I listen to a lot of music. I've been listening to a lot of like hyper pop lately, a lot of like dance pop, EDM. But I've also been listening to a lot of like kind of soul, like old school 80s funk, disco. I have a playlist that I've been listening to that like on like Spotify. It's like a lot of like old school disco funk and groove and soul music. Oh, I like to paint to it. Do I wear boobs or hip pads? I gotta put a little body on. It varies. Like there's like some looks where I won't wear hips because I just like cinch in really tight. And there's like some looks where I'll just like wear like big hips because I want a lot of body. And as far as like boobs, like right now I just have like these like pull it out. It's like literally just like little cushion things. But I have like a full breastplate too that I wear for certain looks. If I want to do something that shows like more cleavage, like for Colonel Sanders, for instance, that's a look because like, I don't know, just like Colonel Sanders with the breastplate. People like it. People love it. Drunk people at a club, you come out as like half naked Colonel Sanders. They go up for it. Drunk people are a simple people. What is freedom for me? Oh my God, that's deep. I had to think about that. What is freedom for me? I want to just like blurt out like some like Miss Congeniality beauty pageant answer, but I feel like I'd really have to think about that. Is wearing pads warm and do you get hot? Yes. So that's one thing where it's like a lot, like especially doing drag, like a lot of people, like I feel like a lot of people don't understand, like it is hot. It is like burning up. You're uncomfortable. Like you're corseted, you're squeezed, your back hurts, you're burning up, especially because like if you're wearing like pads, that usually means you're wearing a lot of like layers of tights too. So even if you're wearing, like if you're wearing tights, even if you're wearing like a leotard or like a crop top and like some shorts or something, you are still burning up. Like it is so hot and your legs are sweaty, everything is gross, you feel disgusting. Like I love drag. I feel like doing drag, like doing some big look, I feel like magnificent and elegant, but at the same time I feel fucking disgusting because drag is gross. I have a boogie? Which nostril? Which cave? Where's your boogie? I got big nostrils. I have a big nose, so if I do have a boogie, it's gonna be very noticeable. Is it? I've been doing drag for 5 years now, or coming up on 5 years in January. How am I holding up? I'm holding up good. I'm just like focusing on the positive. Like obviously, like I feel like you can't get on like a big platform like this without negativity. Even like the other girls like have been getting like a lot of hate just for like people that like don't like their looks, or like some of like the other queens are like there's like getting some racist comments. For some reason, it's like all this debate has kicked up a lot of misogyny, which is really interesting. Because like there's like I've seen a lot of comments that are just like straight men shouldn't do drag and neither should like cis women. It's like the fuck, like how are you gonna say that women can't express their femininity, exaggerate their femininity? Like if women and their femininity didn't exist, you'd be out of a job. The fuck? My nostrils are huge. That is a true statement, but also a rude one. That is so rude. You can think that, but you can't say it. That's so hateful. I know I have a big nose. I do. I got a hunker. I got a schnoz. I am okay with the Corpus's ship edits, by all means. Absolutely. Because they're accurate. My next show at C4 is actually going to be this Friday. So today is technically Thursday now. So tomorrow night, I'm going to be doing a show. I'm going to post a flyer about it probably sometime earlier today. I love George's. Hello, Georgina. Hello, Des. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Did I have girl besties or boy besties in high school? Okay, so here's the thing. In high school, I went to a small town. My graduating class was literally 80 people. So you're friends with everybody. You might have a few people that you don't like, but it's just like you got to make connections where you got them. Oh gosh, I'm trying to scroll through all this stuff. I like a lot of video games. I don't take a lot of inspiration from video games for my drag, just for the fact that like I don't know how much of it would go over well with like the club scenes, you know. Because not everyone's like messing with like I don't know. I try to make like a lot of my numbers for the most part accessible, where everyone can like understand what I'm doing or get references. And so I try not to dive too far into things that like I don't think other people would get, you know. I don't want to do a show for 100 people that only 20 people would get, you know. If I did like a video game look, I wouldn't do it for a performance. I would do it just for like an Instagram post or something like that. Because the internet always has niche audiences. Oh gosh. Show my audition tape. Can we pull it up right now? Just play it for you. No, you won't see that. That's cringe. It's cringe content. Did I discover drag through Drag Race? I did not. No. I actually, a funny story. I started drag, I was going to local shows for a couple of years, and I was actually doing drag for about 2 months before I ever even saw an episode of Drag Race. And because at that time, it was before it went to VH1, like 2017, so it was still on Logo TV, I think. And the only reason I started watching it was because people were referencing it and making jokes, and I didn't get the jokes. Like, everyone's just like, someone's like, oh, look at your back rolls. And they're like, back rolls? And they're like, back rolls? And tongue popping. And I was just like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? Back rolls? This is a joke? What y'all? And then, like, everyone's like, you don't watch Drag Race? And I was like, no. What the fuck is that? So, yeah. I started watching. I was performing drag in the local scene. And I had to start watching Drag Race because I didn't get the inside jokes. And now here we are. And now I am the joke. Love that for me. Can I do a split? Oh, tune in, find out. I don't want to spoil anything. Go to a local show, see what I do. Love it. One of the best reveal outfits. Thank you. Okay, so like I didn't know that like I was gonna be clickbait on like news articles and stuff. So I'm really glad that like my reveal and promo outfit came out looking good because it's in like all the fucking thumbnails. So I feel like it really pops too, like YouTube like thumbnails or news articles. Like it's just like the big pink thing with a blue coat. I'm just like, I'm glad that came out okay. What kind of education do I have? Just the streets mostly. No, I went to high school. If you're just asking about like general education, I went to high school, well, elementary, middle also, and like some college, but I ended up dropping out. The Yesify vision. Okay, so I honestly did not intend for it to be like a vision inspired look. Like I drew the outfit up, I had it all made and everything, and like when I was looking at my drawing, I was like, I can't think of a wig to go with this, but I kind of like the way that it looks bald, with the way like it was drawn and colored up. I'll just do that, and like I had it all planned out, and then I go, to film the promos, and I had like 3 people say like, oh, it's like a vision look, and I was like, motherfucker, like this is not what I intended. I was like, everyone's gonna think this is like some kind of comic book shit. I don't know. It wasn't intended, but such is life. It looked good. I was really just trying to throw like some different elements together, stuff I thought would look cool, different color schemes, different like elements. Have like almost like a Victorian skirt with like the asymmetrical collar. It's like something where you can't even tell like what time period it's from or where it's from. Oh, it was cool though. Some of y'all are asking some real, like, kind of trying to get into, like, the deets questions. Y'all are shady. Y'all are wrong for some of these questions. Was this originally my girlfriend's outfit? No, this was our outfit. She got it from someone, but she originally intended to get it like for me, and then she ended up wearing it for like a promo look, or not promo, like a promo, but like a picture that we took, for like posters and stuff. And yeah, so whenever we were trying to like think of what we were gonna wear for like the reveal, I was just like, I wasn't like, she was like, you should wear that outfit, it looked really cool, and I was just like, you right? Do I get recognized in public? Not yet. Not yet. I mean, luckily the few times I've been out, I keep like a mask on, and I'm not like a local celebrity, so like I'm not like hot shit or anything. Like if I went to like a club, I would get recognized, I'm sure, but like just in the wild, like no one knows who I am. I'm a D-list celebrity at best. Am I vaxxed? I am vaxxed. I am vaxxed like you would not believe. I got my first shot, my second shot. I got my booster. Oh my gosh. Okay, my back's starting to hurt. It was nice talking to you. Do I call other queens bro? Only ironically. It's the same way for them. I don't know. It's like a thing. Queens will ironically call each other bro sometimes. Not even just like to me, just like in general. Anyway, okay, well, it was nice talking to you guys. I actually do have to get some sleep because as much as I love being irresponsible, I have to have like some semblance of responsibility, and I have stuff to do, and I don't know. Yeah, I have to get off here. It was nice talking to you guys. Goodbye, everyone. Love you all. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your love. Be nice. Be kind. Love one another. Goodbye. Good night. Or good morning, depending on where you're from. Bye, y'all.